something up.
Words come together like birds of a feather till I need a walker like Herschel. I'm better than all of you fucking little twerps.
Welcome, everyone, and thanks for joining us and being a part of the Nikki and Steven Live experience. Nikki and Steven Live, a place where Nikki and Steven can chat, hang, and connect with the amazing Sticker fam.
What up, mother cluckers? What are you doing with your life if you don't put pineapple on pizza? What?
Solo is the worst Star Wars movie ever created.
Toss a coin to
I didn't mean actually.
Oh, Valley of
God, stop, dude. This is dumb. I'm leaving.
Join in on our movie nights.
I can't watch this. Fuck, wait for him to get in. Oh, God. No. No. That's a no from me. Oh, baby feet. No.
Boom.
Oh, fuck it. Can we all give Mr. John Wick a round of applause? A whole round.
Nom nom. Nom nom.
In the eye! In the eye! Ay!
Your favorite show's over? Be there for the wrap party.
This is literally the most underrated television show I can personally say I have ever seen.
Word.
That was just such an epic moment that it was just, his speech was so good. Such a massive impact on the universe of Vikings.
There is nothing that you're gonna tell me that's like, he didn't survive, because no. La 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 la, I hear nothing.
If you thought this had a happy ending, you haven't been paying attention.
I cry every single time I see that scene again because it's so... I was shaking.
And of course, we are playing some games.
Yep, we're still in a bunch, bitches. Oh my God.
I'm an aggressive accuser.
Really? You are. You're a dick.
Sorry guys, I had to bounce.
Oh my God.
Oh, you missed! Oh, you missed!
Ah, no! Intimidate? I don't know! Oh my God! Oh God! Oh my God! It worked! Okay, so I suck it, you blow it.
I got this fucking thing dangling from my gun now.
That's what he said!
Run! Run!
Run! No!
What?
Bitch!
Oh my God.
Wow. Oh my God! Oh my God! Finally! Holy shit! Ah, shit! Oh my God! Dude, serpentine! Ah! I'm gonna pee my pants, I swear to God! Fuck this shit all day.
Welcome, everyone, to the Sons of Anarchy Wrap Party with Nikki and Steven React. Today, we're going to dive deep and discuss the emotions and incredible reactions this amazing series has given us. Through this journey, we've witnessed the insanity, love of family, heartache, betrayal, and the consequences that come from it all. We'll get this thing started with Steven setting the table, and of course, Nikki will join us in a few, because when it comes to the sticker community and Nikki, she knows.
Every truth, behind every lie, inside every secret. She's the gatekeeper.
All right, minions of mayhem, are you ready? Let's do this. It's the Sons of Anarchy Wrap Party with your hosts, Nikki and Steven, and it starts now.
Hell yeah. I love that open so flippin' much. Paul, thank you very much for that. So good. So good rocking my prospect shirt because I'm always going to be a prospect no matter what. This is the way it goes. What's up, everybody? Not you, Paul, 5486. Sorry. Sorry, Paul. I mean, you could probably pull off a really good voiceover, I bet. Oliveira's kind of getting beat up here, huh? Oh. So I got the UFC going. I'll have that on throughout. When Nikki gets here, we will absolutely get going. Just like the start of every stream, Nikki's handling mommy duties. So you got stuck with me watching UFC. Oh. He had a triangle there at the end. I actually didn't see Jim Miller's performance. I was taking a nap during that fight. I missed Cody getting submitted too, which I kind of wish I would have seen because I really don't like that guy. WrestleMania 40 was awesome. The return of Sons of Anarchy? What do you mean? Cody was looking good. Dude, Harrison looked like a fucking beast. Holy shit. Today's Ron Perlman's birthday? Wow, that's ironic. Happy birthday. It's pretty amazing. Are we gonna watch Mayans? One day, maybe. Definitely not right now. Not anytime soon. Dude, I'm not familiar with the Sarukian dude. He's putting it on Oliveira. I don't think we're gonna watch Fallout either. We have a plan. We have a plan for a new show next week, I think. The end of Sons of Anarchy is rumored to be a dream from what he was attacking. That's stupid. I hope that's not true. Since we're not going to have a movie reaction to post, we're definitely going to get to a new show next week. Yeah, there's a discussion over on the Discord. There's a what do you call it? Forum. It'll be a surprise. I'll just post the reaction when we do it. But a new poll will go out soon for the big show that will replace Peaky Blinders. What's up, Jack? Reacting to X? No, we're not. We don't do any animated content on our show. Excited for Daryl Dixon, Dead City, and House of Dragon Season 2. Yeah, I'm really excited for House of Dragon. For sure. My day was good. We had a softball game. They tied. And then we hung around the softball field, watched the next game. Hung out, talked to some adults, which is always kind of fun. And then we went and had some Buffalo Wild Wings for lunch. Invincible is animated, correct? So no. No interest. The Boys is gonna be dope. Dope. Spaceballs, yeah. Of course. Amazing. Love it. Dude, Oliveira's getting worked. Wingstop better? Probably. But Buffalo Wild Wings is an actual, like, comfortable sit-down restaurant. It's more fun. Chill. They got TVs. Wingstop has those Cajun fries. Those things are the bomb. I went with mango habanero. It's always my go-to no matter what. And then I'll get I usually go with like a traditional flavor, like I went with mild today. Try to get that traditional buffalo wing flavor. We've been spotted a few times, Jack, yeah. Mango habanero is the best. It is easily the best. It is my number one without question. Are there orange chicken wings good? I'm not a fan of Parmesan garlic, to be honest. Oh, he's on top. Dude, every time I look away, they're in a different position. Dude, Oliveira is a friggin' grappling beast. Intro was awesome. I'll play it again when you get in here and we start. Dude, where's my car? Yeah. Oh, he's asleep. Oh no, he fake. Wait, you can't do that. You can't fake going to sleep. The fuck? Ref should have stopped that shit. You can't. Holy shit, dude. He tried to fake out getting put to sleep. That man is a maniac. Holy cow. Paul coming in. Oh, wait, hold on. That reminds me. Paul, thank you for the 5 gifted. Nahui. I don't know if you're still here. And Christopher, reaction sticker, early sticker. Thank you all for joining up. That happened right when we loaded. I don't bet sports. I have not seen Looper. I don't think. I have no idea who won that fight. I feel like Oliveira was on the attack the most, but Sorokian, some gnarly ground and pound from the top. Yeah, I saw that OJ died. Fuck that guy. Yeah, we've seen 24. When do y'all react to Peaky Blinders again? The same 2 days that they've been put up for the last month. Or early access on Patreon or membership here. The unit. I'm the unit. Oh yeah, next week's movie night's gonna be Dune Part 2. We took tonight off for movie night. Not gonna lie, a little burnout. Been struggling lately. Schedule's been jam-packed. It's a lot of shit going on. Do we have an official email? We do have an official email. It's on the channel, but it's only for business inquiries. We haven't started fall Shogun yet. We're not gonna watch. I don't think we're gonna. We have no plans for Fallout. Oh dang! That's a huge win. Way to go. Where are you watching UFC at? What do you mean? I'm watching it on ESPN Plus bullshit app. $80 fucking purchase. It's fucking crazy how expensive these things are now. Yeah, we're not gonna watch Dune 2 on a big screen with great surround sound. We're a reaction channel. It's part of the business. Luckily, we have I've got an amazing high quality monitor, so. Sean O'Malley, I think he's fucking annoying, but he's a really good fighter. We don't have time to just watch. I don't have time to watch anything on my own outside of reacting. There's no time for it. Oh, we did watch the Opie shaving the beard video, yeah. I did watch WrestleMania. It was fun. I mean, the UFC has gotten... Like, I don't watch it anymore. It's gotten so watered down, and it's not important anymore. There's no... They don't market big stars anymore. It's just every single week it's a fight card of guys who probably shouldn't be in the UFC. In my opinion, I don't know. What do I know? Douglas, thank you for the super chat. Please watch the movie Fall, my favorite channel. Thank you for the super chat. It's on the suggestion list. We only take suggestions on the Discord for those that aren't aware. We don't take notes or write stuff down during. Discord is the best place to be. It's free. It's easy. Download app. Everybody could suggest. Everyone could vote up stuff. Miles Teller is in the house. Oh my God, Sean O'Malley. That's what I'm saying. Annoying, but Duke could fight. I just miss when the UFC was like an event. It's not an event anymore. You gonna watch Mayans? No, not anytime soon. We've announced it a bunch of times now. If we watch it, it'll be later down the road. It won't be right. It won't be right now. John needs to come back. John needs to stop breaking the law. Didn't he just get in trouble again? What's the deal with the drug tester that came over and he threatened to kill, but then John posted a video of them high-fiving on her way out. I don't know. John Jones he's the greatest fighter of all time, but he's insane. I got to do, when I was working on UFC content back in the day, I got to do a video shoot with him at the gun store in Las Vegas. He was doing like a fan signing thing, and he's just kind of a bad dude. I think Daniel Cormier brought that out of him. I don't think Max Holloway has a shot in this fight, no. I mean, you never know, but I think he takes too much damage to survive against Justin Gaethje. Too much. I agree. This belt's kind of it's kind of embarrassing, but it's a fun way. John wasn't a dick to me, no. He presented himself as someone different to the fans than when he was backstage. He's just I mean, we all see that now. He stopped playing the act a long time ago. I mean, he was cool with me. I was working with the UFC and working with Fox. I was like the producer on the shoot. He wasn't going to be mean to me. What if y'all run out of shows? It's impossible. We will never run out of shows. We will make the decision to stop doing reaction videos before there's a lack of interesting shows to react to. If we run out of shows, we'll watch anime. Which, like I just said, we won't run out of shows. We'll be fine. Kyler, I'll let you take a guess when season 3, episode 2 of Peaky Blinders will be out. I'll let you take a guess. Claude, thank you very much. What is I have the volume off on my screen right now because I don't want it going out to the stream and getting the stream taken down. Bro, you guys have to give anime a chance. You won't regret it, I promise. If I was paid $1 every time someone said that, I'd be a billionaire. It doesn't matter, guys. We're not going to. I'm sorry for even bringing anime up. Let's not start this conversation. Douglas, thank you for the super chat. Love the channel. Love from Brazil. Hell yeah. I went to Brazil for UFC. Shit, I don't even remember what UFC that was. It was Rio. I can't even remember. I've been watching UFC since UFC 1. I was at UFC 100, which is fucking nuts that we're at UFC 300 now. So insane. UFC in Brazil was nuts. It was nuts. It was insane. It was a wild, wild weekend. Yeah, I don't remember what UFC it was. I want to say like... No, I have to look. I want to say like 225 or something. UFC 134. Yeah, UFC 134. August 27th, 2011. Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. I was there. That was awesome. I was basically sitting front row. Amazing experience. Have there been a lot of UFC fights? Yeah. According to the Wikipedia page, tonight's UFC 300 is the 687th fight. Great, thank you for the 10 months. Let's go. Wait, when did you, what, did I just miss a conversation? You left the coloring conditioner on too long? Your hair's purple right now? Was that Chael going into the Hall of Fame? Is that what was happening? Because again, I'm not listening. I'm just watching the fights. Your hair's purple right now? Hell yeah. The BFM belt is just a way to promote exciting fight. That's all it is. Bad motherfucker. It's just a belt for basically, hey, this fight's gonna be really exciting. That's what it is. That's all it really is. Sean Strickland's the best. No, he's not. Chael Sonnen, undefeated, undisputed greatest of all time. He is such a good dude. I got to work backstage with him a bunch. He is so cool and so chill. We got to do a really cool feature with him leading up to that Anderson Silva fight that he should have won. He's a different breed, that man. He is awesome. I mean, everyone's got a chance at this level of fighting. But I mean, at some point, Gaethje is all that damage is gonna come back and bite him at some point. But I don't know. Max he's been through it lately. He's been around a long time. What's up, Ram? Buffalo Wild Wings for food today. That was my big meal of the day. After some softball. Boo, no Anna. I mean, that's nothing new. We've been doing reactions for like 6 years, 7 years. It's nothing new here. It's nothing new. We know what our niche is, and we know what we like, and we know what works for us. Just the way it is. Not everyone's gonna do everything. Especially us. Sorry. I've seen a bunch of the Texas Chainsaw movies. Current mic setup. I have a Rode shotgun mic. I forget which one I have. Plugged into a Rode Caster Duo. Cats are good. They're growing. Different strokes for different folks. Exactly. That's hard to understand for a lot of people. Yeah, there's tons of awesome reactors who cover anime. Definitely go blow them up. Keep blowing them up. We prefer outlandish, ridiculous, violent dramas. That's what we like to watch. A Pirates of the Caribbean, yeah, I've seen them. We'll watch Mayans probably one day, not anytime soon. It'll be later. And we're not gonna ever, we'll never, not never do something just with the idea of it potentially getting views. We have to be interested in it. We have to be passionate about wanting to watch it. Hello, Nikki and Steven and Nick. You've been a fan for a long time. I just want to say thank you for your content and the laughs. You also watched the new Joker trailer. I did see the new Joker trailer. I think people are losing their minds over a pretty mediocre looking trailer. In my opinion. I did see the CM Punk. AEW's, I mean, they're a sinking ship right now. If they didn't have a billionaire owner is what I'm trying to say, that doesn't answer to anyone, AEW would be fucking canceled. It's a terrible, it wouldn't still be on TV. We have 5 cats. Uba, Finnan, Freya, Penny, Georgie. Was that 5? I mean, the fact that people are like losing their minds about that scene where like the smile gets painted on the, I'm like, it's a cool shot, but it's not like the greatest thing ever created. Joker 2 is probably gonna be, wait, Joker 2 went out of its way to make sure it's not better than the first, so no pressure. Well, that's one of my movie hot takes. I don't really like Joker as a Joker movie. I think it's a good movie. It's one of my weird things. It's a good movie by what I think constitutes a good movie. I just hated it as a Joker movie. Ugh. Secret Agent, 37 flipping months. Holy crap. Thank you for the 37 months. That's incredible dedication and support. Thank you very much. I have opinions, yeah. I have lots of opinions. We do need a Georgie emote. It's like Solo, for example. I think it's a fun movie. I just think it's a terrible Star Wars movie. Cody Rhodes winning the belt. I thought it was perfect. I thought it was great. I thought it went really well. What does a wrap party entail? Just basically us talking about key moments. I've got a couple topics that we're going to discuss. You guys chime in and share your thoughts. If you have questions or comments, you guys get those in. Obviously, every super chat will get answered and questioned. Obviously, we can't keep up with every comment in the chat when it's kind of moving good. But basically our chance to celebrate a show that we absolutely love and talk about some things. I've got a bunch of topics written down that we'll talk about. You were so annoyed by the run-ins. I mean, you knew that was going to happen with it being Bloodline rules. But I thought they did it really, really, really well. Did you guys watch the Bray Wyatt documentary? This shit was amazing. That was one of the hardest things I've ever watched. I got teary-eyed a few times. Bray was probably my top 3 favorite of this generation. UFC's good tonight. There's been a lot of good, exciting, competitive, intense fights. I think everyone's glad that Vince is gone from the company. I mean, it's a documentary, so if you know anything about the character, they just go in depth about him, his personal life. But no, I won't share any specifics. Stone Cold would have been better than The Undertaker, but Stone Cold they couldn't come to an agreement about money, which sucks. It's like, come on, dude. You're Stone Cold Steve Austin. The Bray Wyatt one that they just put out during WrestleMania weekend. It's on Peacock. Peacock! I mean, under the circumstances, it would have been... I think it would have been more impactful for The Rock to get hit with the stunner versus getting chokeslam. We're not watching a movie. The title of the stream is Watch Party. I mean, Wrap Party, not Watch Party. Wrap Party. We're doing a wrap-up tonight of Sons of Anarchy. No movie. Peacock. WWE Network was better before Peacock. Yeah, probably, but money, money, money. It's all about the money. They teased Uncle Howdy on Friday. That was Friday. That was SmackDown. 100% gonna freestyle rap about Sons of Anarchy. Yeah, that would be something. Bray Wyatt was so creative, so good on the mic, so athletic for a big guy. I felt like WWE had no idea what to do with him, which is absolutely heartbreaking. We're gonna watch Mayans someday? Yeah, someday, probably. Not anytime soon. Holloway Gaethje time. This fight's gonna be nuts, I think. I mean, WWE production when it comes to their documentaries are fucking awesome. Holloway probably has a submission grappling advantage over Gaethje. Not wrestling, but like submission skills. I remember watching Max Holloway when I feel like he was like 18 or 19 in the UFC or something. He's been around a long, long time. I love watching Max Holloway fight. Someone asked if I was a fighter. Oh, no, I was a video producer and a writer for live TV shows. I produced UFC content for Fox and worked live UFC events. I mean, I'm a second-degree black belt in jiu-jitsu, so I could have been a fighter, but not really. Oh, nice kick. Those fucking calf kicks are so brutal. What's a one-season show everyone wishes got a second season? I don't know. Cops? That's random. I liked GSP in the UFC up until Matt Serra knocked him out and made him a boring fighter. Oof. Haven't seen Firefly. Nikki would let everyone off with a warning. What's the worst TV show you've ever watched? Probably Fear the Walking Dead. Or I mean, World Beyond was probably worse, actually. But I never got to finish it. I only watched like 3 or 4 episodes. Dude, Max has phenomenal hands. He's such a good boxer. Thoughts on Chael Sonnen? He's amazing. I got to work with him personally, so I have a biased opinion about him. When he was in his prime, he was an absolute amazing fighter. His promo skill, like he was like Conor McGregor before Conor McGregor. Like his natural flow to his trash talk was so good. It didn't feel fake. It didn't feel scripted. It wasn't forced. Like he was so good. And he'd go in and back it up and smash your face in with some wrestling and ground and pound. It was, I mean, he was, oh, nice shot, Max. Gaethje can't figure out, oh shit. That's nice. I'm like, Gaethje can't figure out Max's boxing right now. Brock Lesnar was a beast until Cain Velasquez punched him in the face. Uh-oh. I just couldn't believe. I mean, I think it goes. Oh shit! What if that was a fun first round? I think Chael's loss to Anderson, I think that was the greatest finish in the history of the UFC. Greatest finish of all time. I'd probably give that to Max More damage, landed more strikes. Gaethje was kind of chasing the whole time. Riverdale? We're never going to watch Riverdale now. Joe Rogan? Oh, did he break his nose? Uh-oh. I think Joe Rogan, I like him on the UFC. I've always liked his commentary. Joe Rogan's a little guy. He's not that big. It'd be an interesting grappling match. He's a black belt. I'm a black belt. He's much older than me. Yeah, I wouldn't get into a fist fight with Joe Rogan. He would probably beat my ass. Would you guys ever react to Supernatural? No. Never. A Ford Mustang? Yeah. Once or twice. Joe Rogan is listed at he's 5'6", 190. I'm 5'11", 220. 225. We post a schedule every week, Sam, showing what we're going to be watching. Gaethje's nose is busted. Discord is the best place to go. Just don't blow your nose, dude. You're fucked. I'm very hyped for season 4 of The Boys. Michael Chandler and Conor McGregor. I don't know if I don't give a shit if Conor McGregor ever fights again. I don't think he will. I think it's just like I want Conor McGregor to just go away. He's the most overrated, overhyped fighter in the history of the world. I don't really listen to podcasts anymore. I don't have a commute to work. If you're not 5'11", you're not a real man. Sorry. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Hi, boys.
Only insecure people talk like that.
Hi, boys. Come here, boys.
Oh.
It's the
A
boys.
Georgie update?
It's a boy. It's a boy. It's a boy.
Can't lie, Conor's reign in 2018 was the best in UFC history.
Oh.
Not even close.
And an ooba dooba doo.
Not even close to the best.
Ooba. Oh, look at his little teddy bear face. Look at that face.
Conor's the most overrated fighter in the UFC's history.
He's a good boy.
Look at, he's like, what is happening right now?
He's a good boy.
Hi, buddy.
I have all the men. Okay. Next, big boy. I see a giant cat. Come here, boy. Kitty.
Masvidal. I mean, I don't think anyone ever classified Masvidal as the GOAT of the sport. He's huge.
He's such a big baby.
And then,
Hi. This is good boy too.
dude, Gaethje's probably the toughest dude in the history of the world.
This is good boy. Yes, Juice is. All right, everybody out. All the boys.
Have you seen 300? Yeah, probably a billion times.
Our arrows will blot out the sun.
Yeah, I don't think you could classify a fighter like Masvidal as overrated because he was never really ever that highly rated.
And we fight in the shade. 'Tis just a scratch. The gods have graced me with another. Yeah, I think I've seen it a few times. I could probably quote that movie verbatim.
What do y'all do for a living? I'm a digital social media producer, video producer in the sports world, which takes up a shit ton of my time.
I professionally bug the shit out of Steven. It's a job. It's a profession. This is... Oh. What? This is my profession. Oh, Lord. Why not? I'm just getting my wheels in. All right, hi guys, how's it going? So this is my purple accidentally.
Oh, wow. How do you do that accidentally?
I left the color conditioner on a little too long. It's just supposed to, you know, it was just supposed to take the brass out and we're purple. I've had purple hair before. I mean, it's not like it's a crazy concept, but I was looking for silver, not purple. I used too much purple, not enough silver. But, I mean, if this is an advertisement for overtone hair coloring conditioner.
That shit works.
Vibrant purple is that's my shit.
It looks good.
Thank you. I love it too.
We'll start the wrap party like we do with movie nights. We'll probably start at like 9. We'll replay the intro to like reset.
I have not had pink hair. I'm not a huge fan of pink hair.
WFH.
It's too yellow for me.
What's WFH?
I don't know. Working from home?
Oh. Officially, unofficially, yes.
Yeah, I do love it. I mean, it's like a silvery purple, so I do love that. Orange nails go whatever the fuck I say they go with. What? No, Wicked.
Dude, look at his nose. He is busted up.
Look at that ear. How does he even hear? It doesn't even look like he has a hole there. I don't need this. I don't need these.
No, you don't. I don't know how the guys with really bad cauliflower, I don't know how they do here.
Don't let me forget that my earpiece, the little thing came off and it's over there on the floor.
Favorite UFC fight of all time?
Clemson colors, oh god. There you go. It's Halloween in April with the orange, purple, and black. Yes, absolutely. It's Halloween every day. It's Halloween in my soul. Chantal with the 10 months. Thank you so much. Always love watching you guys. God bless. You too.
I always have trouble with the best fight I've ever seen question. I mean, my brain always kind of goes to the Rory McDonald and what's his name?
Shay, don't ever say that anyone's
Robbie Lawler, yes.
more funny than your girlfriend. Your girlfriend has to be the funniest person. Even if you don't actually think that, you have to tell them that because them eye pokes are ridiculous.
Dang.
Or basically the official colors of Halloween, and it's always Halloween for Nikki, so it's kind of fitting. Word. Ting with the 11 months. I guess I love watching you guys sometimes.
Thanks.
Whatever. Thank you for my bottle of water. I appreciate it. Four dead birds. Hello.
I even drank a little off so you didn't spill on yourself.
Look at that. Look at that. Who cares?
I just like this bottle, like this package of water.
Good night, Gray. Thanks for joining us.
They were all literally filled so far to the top that, I mean, the moment you open it, it's spilling down the sides.
Hi, Secret Agent. Thank you so much for the 37 months.
That's amazing.
37 months. I mean, that's just with this subscription. Secret Agent has always been like super supportive. They've been around since the inception of the channel, so I really appreciate you being here.
Matt Hughes GSP was phenomenal. Oh.
What's up, Vato? What's up, Vato? I have such a way with words. Some will laugh at me, but Mike versus Todd, I don't know. Okay, you're talking about UFC stuff. I don't know. I think Umbrella Academy has been
Oh, Mike
suggested.
Russo, Todd Duffy. Oh yeah, I remember that fight.
I bought Los Pollos Hermanos seasoning for wait a minute.
There's
They
a Los-
sell Los Pollos Hermanos seasoning for chicken? You're joking. Aw, thanks, Secret Agent. Love you too. Aw,
Max
thanks,
is
Shay.
Max is fighting an amazing fight.
Indiana Minotaur. Oh my god. Hello. Hi, how are you? Definitely has been suggested. What's up, North? What up? Have you guys seen The Sopranos? So I've seen like a couple bits and pieces here and there. I know like the gist. Steven watched stuff in college. I mean, it was on basically in the background. I don't think he paid that much attention.
I know all the main or major things that happen.
So I don't think it would be fair to like say that I've watched it.
I know how it ends, and
Yeah, Succession has been like a really big suggestion on the channel also.
we're gonna
Also,
have
what's up, Paul 5486?
hopefully I could mobilize a new show poll for next week for the show that'll replace Peaky.
By the way, I was watching Chris Collins, who's Call Me Chris on TikTok. She's also on YouTube. She was talking about 13 crazy ways to die or 13 ways to die. And one of them is like a bronze bull. Basically, they have like a bronze statue of a bull is the Greece from the Greeks. And it's empty on the inside. And they basically put you inside and like there's a fire underneath its belly. Yeah, Chris just moved to Texas with her boyfriend, Oompaville. Like they're really cute together. And basically you are cooked from the inside and your screams are so amplified through the bull that it sounds like a mad bull. Awful. And then it also talked about a blood eagle. Aw, thanks, 4 Dead Birds. Tell me about your username. I'm interested. I think I would also like Prison Break because the guy with the shaved head is in it. I don't know what his name is.
What you mean? They break out of prison season 1, and then what happens with the show after that?
Yes, 1,000 Ways to Die. Remember that show?
Then it's break back into prison. Dude, Max is
What's up,
impressive
Steve?
tonight.
They've done that in a Saw film? Really? The Brazen Bull. Thank you so much. Aw, thanks, Chelsea.
I think that broken nose is really fucking gate you up.
Larry, we typically don't watch trailers. I mean, if it just happens to be on, we'll, watch a trailer. But like, I have not seen the trailer.
I have not seen the Maxine trailer.
Probably Gemma's Birds.
We try to avoid trailers for stuff that we're gonna watch or react to.
Name came from a dream. Interesting. Yes, Paul, please tell me about your username. You're watching The Sopranos right now. Thank you, James. That's awesome. Montreal? Is that Lilo? Armani, what's up? Psych addict? Because I was gonna say something else if you sound your name out differently. I'm just saying. Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I started to watch that like when it very first came out, but I didn't get into it. I've not seen Oz.
Fringe or The 100? No and no.
The Irishman have not.
Isn't that like a 4-hour movie?
Good night, Vecna. Oh, why don't we start playing the thing?
We got a few minutes.
Okay. It's a secret I will never tell. I know the answer. I still think about the Game of Thrones episode that had the rat put in the... wait a minute. Game of Thrones? That was Fast and the Furious. Or did they... I don't remember in the Game of Thrones ones they did that. right? It was definitely Fast and Furious 2, right? Because it was the guy, it was,
Scene House.
it was, oh, fuck. He was in Sons of Anarchy. What's his name?
Lots of people were in Sons of Anarchy.
Fuck. What? Bobby, thank you so much. Candy. Oh my God. Total brain fart right now.
Oh, you're talking about Fast and Furious.
Yes, when Bobby was, sorry, spoiler alert, in one of the Fast and Furious movies. Yes, the club scene. Thank you, Wraith. Yeah, Bobby Elvis. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. I don't know, like, immediately, I was like, he's in my head. I see him. What's his name? It was in both. The Rat in the Bucket. It was awful. It was awful. When Arya's at Harrenhal, yeah. He was a corrupt cop, yep. He was also in Seven, yes. Yes. Dad jokes. I'll tell you a dad joke. Hold on. Oh God, what now?
Nothing. They're just submitting their outs. Justin's never out of a fight. Not until he's cold out on the ground with his just out.
I love this one. I won't play the audio. What did the sushi say to the bee? Wasabi. What's that? No. Okay.
How many Sinister movies did we watch on the channel?
3?
2?
2.
2?
1? 2?
I don't know. How many react to?
A crowbar. Hey-oh. I like that one.
One Sinister movie?
Just the first. Yeah, just the first. Sinister was the one with Ethan.
Oh yes, that movie was fucked up.
Ethan Crow? Ethan? What's his name?
Ethan Hawke.
Thank you. Crow? Hawk?
Hawks.
Hey!
Same thing.
I knew it. Hi, Shelly. It's a fucking terrifying movie. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Shut up, Paul. Why can't you hear a psychiatrist or a pterodactyl in the bathroom? Because the P is silent.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. He's chiming in.
Did you see... What?
Oh.
Okay, an impasta. Shut up, Paul. You're never allowed to quit. Ever, ever, ever. Cold Stone and now Ethan Gray. I know. I know. Did you see the last meal episode with Call Me Chris? I don't think I did. I might have missed that one. All right, we're gonna play the intro for the
Wrap Party.
The Wrap Party. So if you have not seen the intro, Steven played it at the beginning of the stream. Mark, thank you for the 10. No movie night tonight, so I'm guessing no salty nuts for me.
Correct.
What a sad time to be alive.
Correct. It is. Sorry, Mark.
Mark, you're fantastic. Thank you so much for that comment. That one's awesome.
So this will be the official beginning of the Wrap Party. It'll probably last like a half hour, I think.
Paul, $1 million. That's how much you have to pay to quit. Sorry.
But I do have the UFC up on this monitor up here, so I'm going to be a little distracted maybe while we're talking about amazing Sons of Anarchy show. But here's the intro. You want to listen to it?
Oh, please. Do I get to see it also?
Yeah, it'll be right here.
Okay. Oh, please.
You ready?
Yes, sir.
Welcome, everyone, to the Sons of Anarchy Wrap Party with Nikki and Steven React. Today, we're going to dive deep and discuss the emotions and incredible reactions this amazing series has given us. Through this journey, we've witnessed the insanity, love of family, heartache, betrayal, and the consequences that come from it all. We'll get this thing started with Steven setting the table, and of course, Nikki will join us in a few, because when it comes to the sticker community and Nikki, she knows.
Every truth, behind every lie, inside every secret. She's the gatekeeper.
All right, minions of mayhem, are you ready? Let's do this. It's the Sons of Anarchy Wrap Party with your hosts, Nikki and Steven, and it starts now.
Hell yeah.
I freaking love that so much.
Yeah, it's so good.
This will still be available because this is not a movie night, so this will definitely live on the channel. You guys don't have to worry about it being behind a paywall.
Yeah, so I came up with a bunch of topics for us to discuss. And I mean, our wrap parties, if you're new to the whole wrap party thing, we haven't done a ton of them because we haven't really done a ton of shows that have gotten to the point that, you know, deserves a wrap party. It's basically an opportunity to celebrate, kind of gush over an amazing show that has wrapped, which means in the industry ends. It's the end of the show.
Dang.
So, I mean, we did one for Game of Thrones, for Breaking Bad. I think we did one for Better Call Saul. I mean, when Walking Dead like really ends, we'll probably do one for that.
Is it ever really gonna end though?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So Sons of Anarchy definitely is one of those shows that it deserves a wrap party. And I'm gonna start with the biggest topic, just right off the bat. It's been a minute since we finished. It's had a chance to digest, and we've had a chance to watch some other shows, some other episodes. Immediately after watching the end of the finale, where does the show stack up from then to now in terms of favorite and best and that whole... I think best and favorite are two different things, but in general, where do you put Sons of Anarchy after all this time letting that show digest? Where do you put it in your favorites or best of anything you've watched, not just on the reaction channel?
I mean, I absolutely am in love with this show. I'm not sure that I could actually go back and watch it again because it was so stressful and so just anxiety inducing.
It's definitely that kind of show.
Yes, but it was so freaking good. I mean, I don't know. There's so many, we've watched so much stuff, and like, I mean, Vikings content is like, you know, like my number one content. This would be like my second type of content that I absolutely am in love with, like gang, club, brotherhood, like villains, criminals, like that type. I think it's my like number two category. I can't say like this show is number one, this show's number two. I have like content. So like Viking content is my number one. Sons of Anarchy content is my number two.
I still think I put it as my number two favorite show of all time. Game of Thrones is my number one favorite show of all time. I think Sons of Anarchy is probably my second favorite show of all time. It literally had everything.
Yeah.
It was funny. It was violent. It was stressful. It was exciting. The storylines, the way they told their stories, like they slow burned a lot of really big storylines, which I absolutely love when it's done right.
Right. Like so it was not like they just like had a villain for each like season. Like some stuff like literally flowed from each season like so seamlessly, like perfectly like matched to the amount of chaos in every season.
When it comes to best though, I think it's still probably in my top 5 of best. I mean, Better Call Saul, Breaking Bad, Black Sails, Last Kingdom are probably my like top of the best shows I've ever seen list in terms of like start to finish, first episode to last episode. It never took its foot off the throttle.
Right.
It was always awesome. Everything mattered, and not every show can say that. I mean, that's why I don't put Game of Thrones as my number one best show, just because I don't hate the ending as much as everyone else does, but it's undeniable that it didn't stick the landing. So many shows don't. I think one of the topics that we do have is going to talk about the ending. I feel like this show, from the beginning that we met this crew to the end of what happened, I thought it stuck the landing. The debut episode was awesome, and the final episode was awesome.
Yeah.
And I just think their storytelling and the way they just incorporated storylines was so good. So still, after all this time, it's number 2 favorite and in my top 5 best.
I think that if we would have watched this before watching any of our Viking content, I think this probably would have been my top versus Viking content. But I'm just so obsessed with Viking content.
Yeah.
I mean Ragnar. I mean Uhtred. I mean Uhtred's abs and butt. Okay, come on, Rolo. Come on.
Shit.
That's not it. Okay.
The UFC fight's on, and Max Holloway just knocked the shit out of Justin Gaethje. Holy shit. Wow.
Anyways.
UFC 300 for those that are interested. Holy shit. I'm going to be a little distracted here and there, but damn, that was insane. Wow. What were you saying?
Uhtred all fucking day.
Oh yeah, you're talking about your Viking content.
Uhtred.
Yeah, I mean the character, like that's the other thing that makes for such a great show. And
I'm like facing this way. There we go. Thank you so much.
the other thing that makes Sons of Anarchy so great is the characters and the development. And it's like you take a character like Tig, who you despise from like when you meet him, and like the beginning of his story is just, oh my god, this guy is vile.
Like a piece of
he's
trash.
disgusting.
This
I want
guy's
him to die.
dirt, yeah.
And then by the end of the show, you're like in love with the character.
I love Tig.
That's such a difficult thing to do. And like any time that you could take a scenario where you have they're gangsters, regardless if they want to call themselves a club or not, they are a gang. They're a biker gang. They do bad shit. They murder, they sell drugs, they do gun deals. They're bad. And the fact that you like root for them
so much.
and like you cheer for them, I think that's just a testament to how good the character development is and the writing is of that kind of story. Because it's like, I mean, we gotten so many comments of like, how could you root for Jax? He's such a bad. I'm like, what fun would it be to not love the main character of the show? You know?
How do you not root for Jax?
Yeah, because he's a murderer.
I know, but in the context of the show, obviously,
it's
if
within the
Jax
context of the
was
show.
a real person,
Of course.
I would say, fuck that guy. He needs to die.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't literally say that about a person because I can't. That's like, that I'm not God. Okay,
Yeah.
That's not my thing. But I would be like, that fucker needs to be locked away and buried underneath the jail.
Yeah.
But like, it's a fucking show.
And that's the
Of course
whole-
I'm gonna root for Jax. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But what?
That's
He's
the
fantastic.
whole. That's the whole fun of these type of shows, and I feel like at this point we've watched a lot of them where like your moral compass is really put into question.
It is.
And this
Honestly,
show,
a lot of the shit we watch, my moral compass is put into question.
this show does it a lot.
I love how, like, before we started watching, like, Game of Thrones, everybody's like, oh my god, sweet summer child. And then after Game of Thrones, they're like, Nikki's changed.
Yeah, I mean that's a perfect segue into the next thing that I wrote down as favorite characters.
Haunted Autumn, thank you for the 5. Vikings are my number 1, but Tig and Venus is the greatest love story ever told via television. Much love to you both. Thank you so much. I agree.
I mean, who would have thought, like, in talking about Tig, like his story from where it started with the whole Donna thing would lead into a situation where you actually care about his love life and care about his love story and happiness.
And
like,
yes,
what?
and being so accepting and not giving a fuck what anybody else says about who he is in love with. I fucking love that shit.
Yeah. It was a really great story. And I mean, Tig, I wrote down favorite characters for the next kind of topic, and I mean, Tig is definitely up there. I love like the obvious ones. I loved Bobby. Bobby was just like the big Uncle Teddy Bear guy that was always there. Just he always said what needed to be said. He never sugarcoated anything. He never was like a yes man.
Yeah.
He would always say what needed to be said.
That's a friend right there.
But then would follow through with what the orders were. He'd be like, I don't like this. We should do this. but boss, I got you kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's a really good friend. Somebody telling you something that you need to hear versus something that you want to hear. And yes, Candy, you know, girl, Chibs. All damn.
I mean, Chibs was an amazing. I mean, the cast was. The show was full of amazing characters. All of them.
Jax,
like Juice, Jax, Gemma.
Tig, sorry, and Opie. Oh, Opie.
Opie was amazing. I mean, greatest villain, probably. Why am I brain farting on his name right now? I'm a horrible fan of the show.
What are you looking for? Greatest villain?
Yeah, what the hell's his name? Clay, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
My brain sometimes doesn't work the way I want it to. I mean, he turned into one of the just best villains of anything that we've ever watched. Simultaneously watching Gemma turn into an even greater villain than him.
No, you don't think that she could get any worse, and she fucking did. Like, even like Clay was a terrible fucking person. The fucking terrible person. Gemma was right along there with him in a different way.
Gemma was worse. I think
so.
I would put Gemma as the worst person in the whole show.
Well, like, because you keep wanting to root for her because she's like the mother of the whole crew, but like at the same time, bitch, you crazy.
As that story starts to unravel and you realize how much her fingerprints were over all the bad shit that went down, you really start to realize, like, oh damn, like everything that's going down could have possibly been prevented if wasn't for Gemma.
Honestly,
like, she had her hands on so much stuff. We're in the middle of a discussion, so we're not gonna like completely jump into the chat. We're gonna give you guys chances to talk.
I'm reading your chat as I'm talking, but we're trying to talk about stuff.
Yeah, we're having it's basically like a podcast style discussion. We interact a lot with the chat, so just throw that out there. But generally, like, the characters, it's almost impossible to pick a favorite because there are so many great characters with so many great storylines. Like, Juice is probably one of my favorite storylines in the whole show.
I still feel bad about it.
We're gonna talk about him, for sure.
Patrick, thank you so much. You guys should watch the clip of the cast members. We did.
We did on the night that we watched the finale.
It was so good. Thank you so much, Patrick.
Which, I mean, that was an incredible moment, but so good.
Yeah.
One thing that was pretty hard, I wrote down favorite moments, and you guys obviously share what all your favorite moments were from the show. But like, thinking about this and doing some research on, like, kind of refreshing my mind on the show, because again, it's been so long. I don't know. I had trouble picking my favorite moment between Opie getting revenge on Stahl or Chibs getting his revenge on Jimmy O'Fallon. Those two moments, even just thinking about it, just give me those chills to where it's like the build-up. Because again, that goes back to what I was kind of talking about earlier. They planted seeds for these storylines, and then when the payoff for their time to die came up, and it was like, oh shit, the person who's like truly responsible for Donna's death, Opie's gonna get that. Holy shit, the way Jimmy O'Fallon tortured like Chibs' family, like, holy, like, this is gonna happen. And the way it happened, like, it was just that whole scene, putting those moments back to back, just easily two of my favorite moments in the entire. I couldn't pick one. Just because they were so epic, both of them.
Honestly, I want to hear about your guys' favorite moments, because there's a lot. But I mean, speaking of Zobel for just a second, I think the thing about Zobel was taking his little pyramid apart.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you took all of his members away, so he lost his power. So even though he technically got away, did he really succeed?
I mean,
not really.
I feel like he's the only character or storyline that never really got a true, like, wrap up, because we just got word that he disappeared. Yeah. Like, he took a flight and just left. We don't know whatever happened. There was no resolution to him as a character, which is pretty wild. But I mean, I feel like he's the only one who didn't really face.
He ran away. Like a little bitch.
I mean, fits the character pretty well.
Yeah.
But can you highlight a moment in the show that you would classify as like your favorite?
I think you guys know. I think the scene with the lights down low with Tig and Venus.
Oh.
And Venus is trying to push away Tig. And Tig's like, what are you talking about? Go put the dress on. Go fix yourself up. Put the flower in your hair. Like, I love that shit. You know I love love. You know I love it.
Everything's a
love
love
that.
story. I mean, Clay, did I write that down anywhere in here? No, I didn't. So that's a good moment. The Clay's death was one of those things that you felt building in that episode.
Yeah.
And it was such a like, holy shit, this is because I feel like Clay had so many different moments of where it felt like his death was gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
Like it's coming now. But like something always kind of got in the way. It was always some kind of club business to where we needed to keep Clay alive.
Yes.
Like when Tara gave Jax the needle to go handle it in the hospital.
In the hospital, I totally thought it was gonna happen that
But then something got in the way. Like it felt like he had 9 lives in this show where it should have been like, no, you're done.
Well,
but they
you
needed
him for the cops.
Right. Needed him for the Irish too.
Yeah.
And it was like, it was just one of those things where when all of that business kind of came to a close and it happened and Jax just shoots him in the neck. Holy shit, that was insane.
That was wild.
Or another great, like, I love talking about this stuff because things start popping into my head. When they flipped the script on Pope, when we thought Jax was giving up a Tig.
Yes.
That was an incredible moment.
That was terrifying. I was like, honestly, he deserves it. But also, it's Tig. Like, he lost his kids. Like, that's terrible.
Just the idea that, like, it was one of those things where the buildup 100% felt like, okay, like, we made a deal. I'm going to give you Tig. That was the plan. Because I didn't think he was going to ever take. I thought Pope was going to be one of those, like, to the end type of untouchable characters just because of how much power and control he had. But when it happened, I'm like, holy, like, that swerve was incredible.
That was a really good
That
swerve.
moment was just so strong.
Well, and then also to Jax pretending to be the homeless man at the end there to
very
take
end.
out. Oh God, what was his name?
At the courthouse or the prison.
Yeah, he was coming out. Shit,
Oh,
I don't have his name.
This is what happens when you take too much time off from watching the show.
What was his name?
August Marks.
Thank you so much.
There you go. Yeah. I mean, that final episode, I think that was the final episode where he went on the killing spree. Like, that shit all happened so fast.
It was like the final episode, was it not?
Yeah, it was so fast that, like, he just went from, like, one kill to the next kill to the next kill, and then just, he's like, all right, time for my high-speed chase. But, I mean, there's so many amazing moments. But, like, the show, one thing that it did really great was shock factor. Oh, I forgot to talk about a favorite moment.
Oh, sorry.
In retrospect, looking back after the fact, us dressing up as Juice and Gemma, considering what ended up happening with the two of them,
right?
was an incredible moment on the channel. I thought that was an amazing moment.
I should have put the wig on.
I was gonna put.
Guys.
I was gonna put my vest on, but you have it hanging.
I
up
do
there.
have it hanging. Like,
So,
don't you dare take that
Yeah,
down.
I'm not gonna touch that. But like that, talk about irony and just horrible planning. Because it's like the easiest character for me to dress up as was Juice, because I'm not gonna put a blonde. I can't wear. I'm not gonna wear a wig. I'm just not gonna do it. I hate it. And just like I always kind of wanted the mohawk, and doing it with Juice was like that's easy with the because I already shaved the side of my head, and just Nikki doing the tattoo. Like that was an easy costume, and it made a ton of sense. And then it's like who's a character in the show though that Nikki, like, you could dress up as Tara, yeah, but she doesn't really have an identifying costume. Like you could dress up as Gemma and know like the hair, the tattoo, the
scar,
like the jewelry. Like there's a way to be Gemma, and it just made the most sense for those to be the costumes. And then when they did what they did, I think it was like 2 or 3 episodes later. Like we watched it dressed up, and then it wasn't that far after, and it was like, oh shit, what a choice that was.
Well, that did not age well.
No. That was absolutely insane, and probably one of my favorite moments of just anything going on the channel.
So to speak about the Mayans really quick for anybody in the chat, we're hopefully get to the Mayans. It's not something that's happening anytime soon though, because we have a lot of stuff coming up that we need to get to.
It's not just that, it's going, because it's like what we did with The Last Kingdom. We don't want to necessarily go from watching Sons of Anarchy, our favorite, like, as we mentioned, our favorite show of all time in the list, going like right back into that world. We want to give it a little breath, give it a refresher, and let everything kind of recharge and kind of detach ourselves from that world before going back into something that's going to have to live up to a very high standard. We want it to just kind of cool off, let that world
I mean, hopefully you guys can tell, we don't go from like Viking content to Viking content to Viking content. It's like Viking content, drama, action, back to Viking, then something else, and then something. We mix it up a little bit, so it's never like, oh, this channel only does biker gang content.
Right.
You get it.
So one thing that this show does amazingly well is shock factor, and I feel like there were a ton of shocking moments.
Oh shit!
I picked 2 that I have here. What jumps out to you as the most shocking thing that you saw in this show?
Shocking. Honestly, Piney.
Oh.
Piney was real sad. I felt really bad for Piney. Like Piney was like, you know, he was trying to stick to, you know, like being good at his job. And then obviously Tara, and then Opie.
I mean,
Opie also. I was not expecting Opie. I thought Tig was gonna die. I thought they were gonna send Tig in there because Tig obviously, and then Opie.
Opie's death didn't.
I got this.
Opie's death wasn't shocking to me because of the way the episode was building and the way he sacrificed himself to get in the prison with them. It felt like something was gonna happen to him, like from my perspective. So that wasn't shocking. Tara's murder. That shit was shocking.
That was really bad.
I was shocked when that whole situation played out and she grabbed that fork and started stabbing. Like, I still was like in shock that I'm like, wait, she's okay. It's fine. She's just poking her. Oh no, she's actually stabbing her in the back of the, no.
Yeah.
Like the fact that it escalated to that point was so, because it kind of came out of, like when it comes to deaths like that, those 2 deaths are obviously the 2 big ones that people talk about.
Yeah.
Opie and Tara. Opie's felt like a buildup. The moment the episode started, it felt like we were building towards something like that. When Tara's happened, it literally felt like it came out of nowhere. It felt like something that wasn't going to happen. It didn't feel like real life. I didn't think it was going to go to that point, especially considering how things were kind of starting to finally kind of get like the fences put back up, like things were being, like relationships were being mended between Jax and Tara, and then for that to happen was just holy shit. The other thing that I put on my list was Pope. I don't even want to say it. Pope burning Tig's daughter alive.
Oh god, that was
Tig,
was pretty terrible.
Tig screaming and his daughter screaming, "Daddy!" Like that was one of the darkest things.
Yeah.
I feel like we've seen in anything.
Just to say thank you really quick. Haunted, thank you so much. The soundtrack was incredible throughout the entirety of the show. Those White Buffalo tracks hit especially hard. He did many of the songs, including the song during Jax's final moment. Thank you, Haunted. We'll definitely talk about the music here in a sec.
Music was amazing.
But to talk about like shocking moments, definitely when, oh my god, that was just like awful. Like when Pope killed Tig's daughters, and also yes, that Tig survived the whole series.
That's shocking.
Shocking.
Yeah.
You know what else was shocking? Otto fucking biting his tongue off.
That was
Hello?
that I put that reaction in the little teaser, in the little intro video.
Yeah, everything Otto related, Angela. Honestly, Otto, you know,
Talk about a character
ride
who
or
went through.
die.
I mean, he went through it for the
Honestly.
club. I don't think anyone sacrificed more than Otto.
honestly,
Like-
Otto gave up everything.
I don't like 4 dead birds in the chat. Tara should have lived to the end. I don't think with what I have her as a topic.
Well,
There's no way with what she did that she was going to make it to the end.
no, and somebody else mentioned this. She ran from her problems. Gemma kind of like, well, she didn't really face it straight on. Once she killed Tara, she kind of ran from her problems also. But, yeah, Taro,
Like
Taro.
the game she played at the end,
That was too much.
it felt like it was too
That
much
was
out of
too
her
much.
league in terms of the bad, and it just
Like,
consequences have actions.
I feel like deep down, Tara is not a bad person, but she definitely did terrible things. So for her to try to pull all of that bullshit, I think it was definitely way out of her league.
Yeah, I mean, Gemma is a different type of creature when it comes to doing that kind of shit, and it was just it felt like a battle that was gonna. She might have won like certain little battles, but the war was never gonna be won by her, unfortunately.
You're absolutely right, Wicked. Also, Otto killing that nurse
Oh my
with
God.
the cross, with
Yeah.
the crucifix. Huh. Wow.
I mean, again, a lot of the Otto stuff was absolutely shocking.
It wasn't a crucifix, it was a rosary.
Yeah.
It was a rosary. That's what it was.
So, talking about all these deaths, I mean, there's one moment that I list as my saddest. I mean, there were sad moments in this show. There were a lot of really heartbreaking moments. I Got This and the build-up for Opie was easily the most heartbreaking thing that I watched in this show. Just the way that it played out, just watching the guys on the other side of the window have to watch that play out. And Jack, like, anytime we saw Jax really emotional, because he was always really good at keeping that poker face and keeping like his emotions in check, like in terms of like when he released his emotions, whether he got angry or like sad, that shit always hit really hard because they always did it really well.
Yeah.
When Opie sacrificed himself and had to fight those, what was it, 4 dudes, and then one guy had the crowbar.
Was it 3 or 4?
I mean, there was just
A lot.
it was an impossible fight for him to win, and just him turning to Jax behind and just, you got the shirt on, like, I got this, will forever be a statement that you hear it in anything
And you
it
automatically
immediately triggers that emotion
you relate it back to Opie.
every single time.
Yeah.
And nothing else in this show, and there were a ton of moments that just break your heart.
Yeah.
The relationship that Jax and Opie had, just the up and down roller coaster of everything going on, where he tried to get out, Jax didn't let him, but then Jax is like, I want out, and it's like, oh, well, now they had that beef moment, and just so much.
Also, you know another shocking moment? When Jax killed that guy from, that gang? From that gang's, from Henry Lynn, from Lynn's gang.
Oh, the torture?
Oh, God.
What about the snow globe kill on the...
Honestly, that guy fucking deserved it.
I know, but like the dude who sat in the prison.
Yeah, he was a prison.
The prison guard.
Yeah.
That was...
Fuck that guy.
That
But
was insane.
this poor gentleman was innocent of killing Tara, and just fucking Gemma just letting him go along with
Yeah.
this, like, you wild.
So...
I also feel bad for, I think it was Naomi when they got her face smashed into the table. I was like, she was awful bitch.
The one that
but-
instigated all that drama? Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
but, like-
Jack shouldn't be doing that to people, but...
No, I mean, you don't hit women,
But
but
are you really like... You gotta think about who you're fucking with. Like, you got this biker gang that does all kinds of crazy shit, and you're gonna try to instigate drama and fights? Like, that just doesn't seem like a good idea.
yeah, the brothel massacre, that was also awful.
Shocking, sad. I mean, there's so many moments. I wrote down a list of stuff
Hi, Layla.
I wrote down a list of stuff that I feel like were controversial in terms of our thought process in the comments of our videos. And I think one of the really big ones was the Tara fake out. The pregnancy, the whole fake abortion, the setup for Gemma. Like, it's one of those...
It wasn't an abortion, it was a miscarriage.
Or a miscarriage.
Yes.
The whole situation, because, again, it's one of those things where we were getting mad at Tara for doing that. And it's because we held Tara to this certain level.
A higher standard, yes.
Amongst the other characters all around her, we always wanted better for her in terms of what the club was doing.
I wanted her to get out and take the kids and like having her hand smashed and everything else. Yeah.
And it's one of those situations that we had mentioned where it really fucks with your morality, because it's like you understood the intent of what she was trying to do.
Yeah.
But the way she went about it was like, and I still stand by this to this day. I haven't shifted at all in my thought process on that. She did it all wrong.
I know.
It was like the way she did it. Hell no, that was terrible. And like just looking at like the snowball effect of everything that happened as a result after that, that was just one of those topics that just holy shit was just.
I know.
It always goes back to the episode. I think it was like the season 4 finale, where Jax and her made the plan. Like, you're getting out of here. You're taking the kids home with you. Like, you have this whole thing set up, ready to go. You're leaving. But then, like, she was so consumed with this competition with Gemma for Jax.
Well, and like Wendy, like being better than Wendy.
I don't know if it ever had anything to do with... I think it was always about Jax, because the mom-son relationship was a little bit overboard the way that Gemma viewed it.
Well, yeah.
Like, Tara just wouldn't leave because of the way Gemma was like behaving towards her son.
And like, no offense to you, I love you to death, but if I needed to take the children and get the fuck out of there, I'm taking the children and getting the fuck out of there.
And that's the annoying part about that whole storyline.
But Jax was very supportive. Like, get the fucking kids out of here. Like, and then just let Jax be eaten alive. I'm sorry, but babies need more protection than you do.
Yeah, Paul, we'll get to that question in a second. Was Jax better leader than Clay? I have something like that written down.
Also, thank you, Paul.
But like going back and seeing some of this stuff with Tara.
Oh, half sack.
Oh.
Oh. Sad.
Tara, like, talking shit to Jax. I think it was like early, somewhere in season 2 or 3. Talking shit and being like, I'm out. And then like there were moments where Jack was like pushing her away, trying to get her to go.
Yeah.
And it's just, there were so many different weird opportunities for that just to take place that it just never did.
Yeah.
And I'm never going to like support what Tara did in terms of playing a trick on everyone.
Right.
Because of
manipulating the shit out of everybody.
Just the fact that she had that out. The plan was in place for her to leave. She just couldn't do it because like she had to go take her spot by Jax's side, and she did the whole pose with the picture that they did. And it's just one of those things where it's always going to kind of go back to that. It's pretty wild. Like that whole storyline.
Halfsack actually died though. So
there was a lot of controversy about that. I'm not going to speak on.
Was it Ima? It wasn't Naomi, it was right, it was Ima.
Something like that.
Oh
it's
God,
fine.
I got it wrong. I'm sorry, Candy.
The other thing that was always a big topic of conversation was Juice and feeling sympathy for Juice. I
struggled with
I always felt for him up until he killed Roosevelt. Up until the moment that he killed Roosevelt and helped Gemma.
Yes.
Like that's when I was done with him.
But even then, I still had like an internal conflict about like, get your shit together, kid. But like by then, it's too fucking late.
The thing about Juice, and I don't know if people don't like seeing this side of stuff or they just struggle with the idea. Like everyone in this crew is bad. Mm-hmm. Everyone in the Sons of Anarchy, they're all criminals. Most of them are murderers. I don't think they all kill, but they're all associated with that. But it's one of those things where it's a way certain characters are written. And this goes back to like Breaking Bad 2. I'm not going to spoil anything if anyone hasn't seen that. Like there's a way to write a character to make them feel sympathy from the audience. Juice from the jump was a character that was written, and if you don't see it, I mean, it's fine, you don't have to, but he was 100% written to be a character that you feel sorry for. He had nothing outside of the club. He was kind of dumb. He made really stupid decisions, and he just always felt like a child in a grown-ass man's world. Right. And just the way he would get manipulated really easily because he was always scared about losing the club. Like that is really important, because you can't just blindly look at Juice and be like, oh, fuck that guy, he sucks. I mean, you could, but he's clearly written to be a character that you're supposed to feel sympathy for.
Oh, I definitely, they got me with that. I really, also when he killed Miles.
I mean, so people lost their minds about that whole situation. It's like we knew Miles for like 2 minutes.
I know, but like he seemed like a good dude that he was trying to be a part of the club, and like even if he had to tell on Jax, like he was gonna fucking do it because he wanted to be part of the club. And like, you're doing something wrong with the club, you're affecting more than just your own life here, Juice. I have to tell on you, dude. And it's like, and then he just fucking kills him, and it's like, in the face, dude. In the face.
I'm always going to, it's always tough because Miles, I think he was an endorsement of Jax. I think Jax like put a word in for him to be part of the club. I think he was part of that. And I mean, Miles, he wasn't around much, and the way all that played out, like obviously what Juice was doing with the whole ratting thing, obviously it's bad, it's horrible, and it's not something that like you agree with, but the way he was being used and manipulated, because in the truth of the whole situation with Jax, who his father was really didn't mean anything. And we knew if it was actually, like, if he actually spoke to the club about it, if he spoke to Jax and be like, look, I've got the authorities doing this, and it's like, they're trying to use this against me to try to get to the club. Like, he would have like squashed it and be like, dude, it doesn't matter. We don't care. But he was such a vulnerable and weak person that type of thing, which might seem dumb to a lot of people, could actually scare, like, the Sons of Anarchy, like the original guys, like we see a lot of racism in that group.
Oh my God, yeah.
So it's like, of course he would be horrified at the idea of like, oh shit, the truth of my father is going to be revealed to a group of guys who have, it's in their bylaw that he couldn't be black. And it's like, of course someone like Juice would probably be shitting his pants and really nervous because he doesn't want to be kicked out of the club. It's all he has.
That's literally all he has. That's his mother, father, brothers. Like, that's it.
Yeah. And just that attachment and the idea of him being used and manipulated for something that probably, like, any other normal, strong-minded person would probably just go through and not. Because, I mean, you look at Oak, when he was in the situation where they were trying to get him to rat on the club, he didn't. Like, Juice was going to. He was going to do it because he thought it was going to, like, make things better for everyone. Where, I mean, again, he made a lot of really dumb decisions, but I think all of his dumb decisions were made out of weakness because he was proven to be a weak. It wasn't malicious.
No.
He was just like, he had so much just fear and was always paranoid about losing things that I always felt for, like, up until the point that he killed Roosevelt in that moment to help Gemma. That's when I really lost it for him. Well, but even then, there were moments.
I still
when he was talking to Jax.
I felt like pity for him.
100%.
It was pity. Like, get your shit together, man. Like, you could have turned this shit around like so many fucking times, and you fucking did it. Yeah. God.
Yeah. So Juice is up to a point. Juice is always going to be a character that I always will have a little bit of sympathy for because. And I would love to talk to the writer. Be like, was that the intent to make Juice feel like a character that you felt sorry for, regardless of what he was doing? Because I feel like it was definitely deliberate and intentional. But
I see this. You mentioned Happy.
Oh,
Happy was on another level.
One of the greatest side characters ever created.
Because like Happy was an actual gangster in real life.
Boom.
I fucking
club member.
You know what I mean? Club gangster.
Yeah.
You get it. I fucking love Happy so much. And the fact that he had like little happy faces on him for like every kill that he had, he's in a different category altogether. He's fantastic.
He's an amazing character.
Yes.
The other thing that created quite the stir in our comment section was our anger towards Unser towards the end.
What?
This
should have kept his fucking mouth shut. Damn.
This is one of those things I won't ever understand because literally the end, Tara's death, 100% was Unser's fault.
Yes.
He took something that he didn't have the full information on, and he passed it on to Gemma because he was in love with Gemma.
Yes, and he would tell her. He didn't even elaborate on the fucking Tara shit. He's just like, yep.
She ratted.
Yeah, it was all her. She made a deal. Fuck that bitch, essentially. And like, elaborate.
Without him knocking over that first domino, none of that stuff plays out. Tara doesn't die in that moment. Maybe Gemma kills her later for other shit. Yeah. But, I mean, 1,000,000% cause and effect. Him doing that and telling her and just giving false information out with stuff that he didn't know. He didn't have the truth there. Mm-hmm. The fact that that happened and he fed that information to Gemma 1,000,000% led to Tara's death. Because Gemma wouldn't have been so heated in that moment needing to attack Tara if they saw each other. It just wouldn't have happened. And I'm gonna die on that hill. And like Unser towards the end, just so bad and so horrible. Dumb decision.
Oh my god,
he blurted out so many, like early in the show, it was like strategic. He would say something to get a reaction.
Yeah.
But the way he just would feed information to Gemma was dog shit.
Honestly.
And I thought it was horrible.
It was. I wanted to change gears for a second. Angela, I wanted to talk about your comment about the racism. I remember seeing comments about, particularly me, getting upset about hearing racial slurs. And I understand that like some people can ignore it or whatever, but I don't care how many times I hear racial slurs. I'm going to be like, ooh, I don't like that. Like, I'm never gonna get comfortable with like hearing that shit over and over again. I don't know, am I a baby for it or whatever? Like, I'm never gonna feel comfortable like hearing it over and over again, you know? I don't know, that's just something about me personally, but I thank you for bringing that up. I always wanted to talk about that, but like, how do you bring that up? But like, perfect moment in the wrap party. Mark, thank you so much. Not gonna lie, never saw this show or Call's reaction to it. Or y'all's reaction to it, but y'all voice and hearing y'all talk is very relaxed. Oh, thanks, Mark. I'll send those salty nuts like right over, right there.
Then the last controversial topic that I wrote down was the idea of Jax being a bad president. Was he a bad president? And Paul 5486 asked earlier who was worse, Jax or Clay. And I mean, I have a rant about this. If you wanted to just. You think he was bad?
Sorry, Angela. I'm not saying anything about you. Just sorry. Do I think Jax was bad?
Was he a bad president? We know he's a bad person.
Oh no, I know. Yeah, that.
He's a murderer.
Was he a bad president? I think maybe.
Was he worse than Clay?
In his lack of decision making, probably. I feel like he tried to make good decisions, but Clay's shoes were too big to fill. You know? Yes, exactly. More died under Jax's leadership.
See,
I think he wanted to be a good president. I think his intentions were really good. I think he wanted to get out of all the businesses that Clay had gotten them into. And he wanted to do better, but I think the club was too far gone for him to do anything with. So I think maybe it was fucked by that point.
See, my thought process on this, Clay is 100 times worse than Jax. Everything bad that happened under Jax's watch, for the most part, was him still trying to clean up Clay's messes.
That's what I mean.
Clay did everything out for own personal gain. It was never for the greater good of the club or the group. It was always like he would say that kind of shit.
Yeah.
But it was always him. What would put him in the best position? What would put him with the most power? What would put him with the most money? The biggest relationships. Everything that happened with Jax being president was a result of that, and all the horrible shit that went down. That like Jax, any normal human being would want, and obviously this is talking in relation to the show. It's like you murder his wife, and then he's fed with this false information,
And then goes
from
after
his
people.
from his mother,
Yes.
from someone that you have no reason not to trust. I mean, it's Gemma. Obviously, you shouldn't trust her, but Jax and Gemma have a relationship.
And Jax never like put her in that light of like, oh, I can't trust her. I can't trust my mom.
He had no reason not to believe that scenario.
Because she was all about the club and all about family.
So from my perspective, Clay did everything for selfish intent. Everything bad that happened with Jax was a result of Clay, but it was also for revenge that any normal human being would want some form of revenge. Obviously, you don't go and do it yourself with your own hands, but if your spouse is murdered, you want some kind of justice for that. And I feel like it was all just a really bad domino effect. Should there have been better communication? I feel like I said that so much.
Oh my
If people
God.
would have just spoken to each other.
Like the entire last seasons when Jax was president, their lack of communication was wild.
I think at the end, and we'll talk about the finale, I think at the end, after all that shit went down, I think Jax ended up leaving the club for as good as he could under the circumstances that they were living in.
Yeah, he was trying to right the wrongs and just wasn't enough.
So I'm always going to put Jax over Clay in terms of who was better. Just because, again, I think everything Clay did was very selfish. He was responsible for helping murder his own best friend, and like there's so many things that you put onto his list of stuff. It's all for personal protection, all of it.
Yeah.
And I think he's a far worse person than Jax would ever be. But
I would have loved to see a Where Are They Now after Jax died, and yeah, what Chibs would have been like as the president.
Mayans is supposed to pick up after that. So, that's why like one day we'll get to it. But
Yeah. Well,
it's
don't tell me about Mayans.
It's just one of those things where I think Clay is criminally misunderstood. I don't think so. I think he's a very clear villain who had very selfish intent.
I think Clay made himself very crystal clear of what his intentions were.
I don't think he's misunderstood. He's a very clear villain that had very clear selfish intentions for everything. So I don't think there's a lot of misunderstanding there.
Just a shout out to Candy. I hope we're not like off base with some of our stuff, and like we're still on the same page with you, because this is Candy's show. And we love Candy. They were both terrible presidents. I mean, honestly,
I don't know.
Bobby would have been a great president.
I don't know what would entail a good president under these circumstances.
Bobby would have been a great president, honestly, I think.
I'll always ride with Jax over Clay, because I mean, Clay killed a president. Like he threw one of his buddies first. I think maybe he wasn't first 9. He threw a dude off the friggin' roof. It's like, come on, bro. Like, again, to cover shit up, but I don't know. That whole situation was just so insane. And the ending, I saw a lot of pretty controversial thoughts about how it ended with Jax. I thought it was perfect. I could think of a first couple ways of it ending. I think it always had to end with Jax dying. I thought he should have faced.
He died on his terms.
Yeah, I would have actually probably preferred to see Jax face Mr. Mayhem. I think that would have been fitting. Jax killed Jury. Yeah, again, he had bad information and Jury went and reached for his gun, so it was self-defense. I mean, in that world, you reach for a gun, you're getting shot in the face. That's just the way it goes. But the way that whole ending played out of him riding essentially into the sunset to like paying homage to his dad at his location and then going out on his own terms, essentially the same way that his father went out, I feel like that made a ton of sense on his dad's bike with his dad's boots. Like, I think that was, I thought it was, under the circumstance, I thought it was a beautiful end for a character like Jax.
And with a semi-truck.
Right.
Yeah.
So I thought it was really well done. And there were a couple ways I thought it could have played out, but I was very satisfied with the end. As I said, talking about it, why it's one of my best shows that I've ever seen is because I think it stuck the landing.
Yeah, it was very poetic how it started and how it ended. I kind of would have thought he would have gotten into like a death by police shootout, you know? But I think he went out the way he wanted to go out. And I do feel bad for the kids, though. You know, that's daddy. No mommy.
I do wish the visual was a little better.
Yeah.
It looked.
Somebody mentioned the CGI.
It looked pretty bad.
Yeah.
But I mean.
Back then,
yeah,
it probably would have been like awesome.
So I mean, there aren't a lot of moments like that will take me out of the moment, and that specific moment visually didn't take me out of the emotion of what was going on because you understood what was happening. But again, I thought it was an absolutely phenomenal show. I thought the ending was fantastic. There are so many great characters that are worth discussing. I mean, Gemma and Clay, two of the greatest villains of anything that we've ever watched.
Oh my God,
they're on the list for sure.
Especially female villains. Damn, Gemma. She takes a cake.
I mean, Jax as a main character was amazing. The side characters in this show were fucking epic. All of them were great. Someone just mentioned Chucky. Like, the fact that dude made it to the end, holy shit. Like, unbelievable.
Honestly.
His little body part soup or chili that he made was amazing.
Yes, the head in the chili. Freaking gross. Walker fan, thank you so much.
I mean, Happy as a character was friggin' epic. There were so many great. The list of characters that were around was just, the villains were fantastic. I mean, just everything about the show. I thought it literally had everything that a show like that needed.
Yeah.
And there were even funny moments.
I loved the funny parts. That's why I fucking love Chibs and Tig and Bobby and Happy. Oh my God.
Yeah.
They were hilarious.
I didn't find the ending cheesy at all, no. I mean, visually it looked a little wonky, but no.
Yes, Venus.
I thought it made a ton of sense for the way it went down. But again, I thought it was really awesome. I thought it was really great from the beginning to the end.
Yeah, fucking juice.
Yeah, so.
Oh my God, Paul.
Do you have any other thoughts? Like, final thoughts on Sons of Anarchy?
Honestly, I miss it. Like, I miss it. Like, I really looked forward to watching Sons when it was like our work nights. Like, most times I didn't want to turn it off. I wanted to binge it. Like, I really, really enjoyed this show, and I'm so glad that we watched it. Favorite season?
Ooh. Shit. I don't know.
Honestly, they kind of blended all together. I couldn't tell you what happened in what season. It's not, The Walking Dead is something that I can reference, like season 3 being my favorite season because it was the prison season, but I can't rank the seasons.
I have to look. Let me look.
I know, I have Peaky Blinders, and don't get me wrong, I'm loving Peaky. I look forward to watching that show as well. I love it. 2 is a pretty awesome season.
There were 7 seasons. Oh.
That villain. What was his name? King Harold. Yeah, that would be really hard for me to rank it. Nero. Nero is such a great character.
We didn't talk about Nero at all.
I know. I felt really bad for Nero. Talk about being lied to your entire relationship. God, that sucked. Like, Nero deserves so much better, you know? He didn't want to be involved in all the club shit. He just wanted to take care of his son and bring him out to a ranch one day.
And boy, was I wrong about him.
Right?
I thought I was so skeptical of him when he showed up. I'm like, what's going on with
we've
this
watched a lot of things which make you not trust anyone. Like, but there was something else that we watched and everybody was like, you were like, why did you not believe that person? It's like, because I don't trust anyone. I trust no one.
So season 3 was probably the worst, right? Like when they went over to Belfast, that whole storyline was a little...
That was a little wonky. Secret Agent, I'm with you. Steven Jax made his decisions to go his way. Great wrap party. Good night, everyone. Good night, Secret Agent. Thank you. Nero's heartbreak on Gemma confirming what Jax told him. I agree. When they're standing there at the car, absolutely. And Gemma won't look at him, and he's just like, it's true. It's true. You're an evil woman. What's up, Mooster?
Like I'm a sick bastard when it comes to this stuff. Season 5, I mean, losing Opie. Like,
but it was so good. That
kind of stuff like really gets to me.
Yeah.
And I loved Torek as a character. I mean, Pope was in that season. Pope was an amazing character.
Pope was probably, he's up there with like one of the great villains.
He should have lasted longer, I feel like.
Potter. Potter was an interesting character. He's the one who convinced Juice that, your club's gonna kick you out when they find out who your dad was. He didn't have to say a word, just his facial expression. Yeah. Yeah, poor Nero.
Wow, this website ranks season 7 as the worst. Ben's sick? Wow. What does this say?
It's got Opie on it, so you know what it says. It says, I got this. With Opie.
Season 4 is ranked number 1 on this list. When there's...
Zobel 100% deserves to die. Fuck that guy.
We're probably not going to react to Fallout, to be honest.
Yeah, the well, okay, but they still tried to take his baby.
I don't think they were all boring. I think it was dragged out a little bit, but I think the Ireland season was probably, if I had to rank them, would probably be the lowest.
So the thing, I'm getting that too. Oh, Candy, I would love that. Show me when you're done. I don't know anything about Fallout. So I feel like if we were to go into that show, we would get absolutely murdered in the comments. We're still getting comments about freaking, what was that show? With the dubbed.
No, we're not.
Yes, we just did. About us not watching any more dub. Yeah, Squid Game. We're still getting comments about watching it in dubbed. Oh my god, a prequel series First 9? Yes. Absolutely yes. That would be some hard casting though. How do you cast a young Clay? You would get torched in the comment section if you watched Fallout.
Fallout's not, why would we get torched?
Because we don't know anything about it.
Everyone says you don't need to know the game to watch that, but
I don't know. And
I have plans for other things, so...
Isn't it also like a comic book as well?
I have no idea.
Oh god.
We got new stuff coming next week. We've needed a little bit of a recharger. I talked about this when I was on alone at the beginning. It was just, I'm like in a burnout stage right now.
Buck from Masters of the Air. You know what? Not bad. Not bad.
I want to give Shogun a try. I want to try.
Yeah, in case you guys didn't know.
What are people getting upset that we don't want to watch Fallout?
Steven struggles with comprehension due to learning disability. He cannot focus on what is happening in the show and also read subtitles. He's not gonna remember what's happening in the show versus what's being read.
I'm an audio learner, not a visual learner.
Yeah.
So reading subtitles, I don't retain the information. I lose track of a lot of story elements if I have to read a lot, which is why I don't read books, or I do book on tape or that kind of stuff. Because I need to visually hear what's happening. I need to be able to understand it.
Visually see what's happening.
Yeah. Well, I need to hear what's happening. I mean, I had that problem in high school before I played a lot of football, Paul, so it's probably worse from all the concussions I had.
Yeah, Ron Perlman, he's got a huge head. Let's be honest. His head is massive.
But I want to try. I want to try Shogun. Because I love the star of the show. I think it's samurai. I love the samurai
content.
It's some of my favorite type of stuff, so. But there's another show that we're going to definitely start next week. Maybe tomorrow.
Oh yeah, Trinity. I don't know. I don't think I really needed any information on Trinity. I mean, Jax tried to have sex with her. And like, that's your sister, dude. Neanderthals. I mean... Makes him look distinguished. He is distinguished. He's a distinguished gentleman.
Well, the thing that I don't think... I try to explain this to a lot of people when we have the opportunity to talk about it. Like, watching it off stream is not an option.
We don't really have time.
I don't have any time to like invest in a show off camera. I don't have time for it.
Honestly, I was just talking to somebody the other day. When we're not watching shows on for reaction and stuff, I don't watch TV.
I'm working. I'm either editing reactions or doing my job, or I'm at softball practice.
I want to watch American Horror Story offline, but again, I just don't have time.
Or working out, because we're back in the gym finally.
Yeah, we went back to the gym. I'm sore as hell.
I'm so sore.
I did chest. God damn.
I did a leg day and a chest day, and I am
hurting.
Not moving well.
Hurting. Jax told Tig he'd almost slept with this, so you just know Tig would be like, was she at least hot, right? Tig would say that.
Yeah, like my life, like my free time is consumed with not watching TV or movies. I'll sit in bed and put on something, but I'm not sitting there and like watching it. Mm-hmm. It's stuff that I've seen already. It's something that I've like, my free time is with my kids playing softball, with Nikki, usually going to lunch.
I know.
Going to the gym now.
Out together, yeah.
So when it comes to like, oh, watch it off camera, like there is no watching. If I'm not watching it for reactions these days, I'm not watching it. It's just the way my schedule is.
Yeah.
If I didn't have a full-time job that consumes a shit ton of my time on top of all that, maybe I'd have more time to watch stuff off screen, but I just don't. Best female guest star?
100% Ting. Literally every single time. And somebody mentioned in like the reactions, like that reactors react to the same stuff, and I'm like, I don't watch any other reactors.
We can't.
Because I don't want to get spoiled on shit. So I can't like look at what other reactors are watching. So like our decisions on watching stuff is based off of you guys, not what other reactors are watching.
And the little committee that we have.
Yeah.
They're in fast pitch already. Our oldest only plays now, and she's in 12U.
Did Clay redeem himself by saving Otto? No. Did he really save Otto? Or did Otto save himself?
No.
Oh, wicked. That was a cool ass episode to have Stephen King come in there. Aaron!
Yes, Ting, we have a secret committee.
Because it stars one of my favorite actors. He's a great actor. He's very strict about recreating Japanese themes accurately, especially samurai. I love that. I love that, Aaron.
UFC main event is coming up.
Yes, I love The Boys. And what was it called? What was the spinoff?
Gen V.
Gen V was excellent. So sad about the main character of Gen V. That's just so sad. He was so young. How do you
We have not revealed the show that'll come next week.
What age do the girls go from?
I answered that already.
I don't know what age they go from slow to fast.
It's always fast. It's
Yeah.
all, what they play is fast pitch softball. We're not going to react to the Acolyte now.
What's that one?
It's the Star Wars, a new Star Wars show that I'll watch offline. That I'll watch. I'll find. I mean, I say I'll watch it. I haven't even watched Bad Batch yet.
I'll deal with the death. Yeah, Paul. I wonder how they're gonna weave that in there.
I have been on record for since the day Better Call Saul ended that it's the best show that I have ever watched. Best show.
Yeah. Oh, and I get a lot of comments about my American Samoa Law School sweatshirt. Everybody, like a couple people have been like, "Oh my God, is Nikki Samoan? Did Nikki go to the American?"
I'd be more surprised that Nikki was a law student.
Right? Like, no, that's for the show. That's a show sweater. Oh wow, Ting, it's so sad.
Don't read that. Paul, that's a spoiler. Nikki's part of the bloodline. Yeah.
Apparently.
Life has gotten way more busy.
They have way more activities.
As they've gotten older.
Like when they're little, like yeah, like you have like your time is spent with them all the time, but like it's a different kind of busy. I don't know, it's just different.
If I wasn't coaching my kids' softball team and wasn't active there, then I would have more time. But because I'm doing that. What?
Peek on the girls.
Oh.
Oh, I was like, what's on there? It's a raindrop on the camera.
And this is one of the things that changed in my life because of being home for COVID is I'm actually like a very active dad now.
Yes,
when I
you
wasn't
are.
before because I was always away going to work. And when I got those 2 years at home with my kids, it actually was really cool to be a super active parent. And I'm trying to be the manager of my kids' softball team, and hopefully we'll do that soon. But that shit takes that's a big commitment, and yeah, it takes up a lot of my time.
Yeah. What security system do you recommend? I don't know.
Google it.
I should just tell them I'm related to Jason Momoa. Girl, shoot. Who died? The main actor of Gen V. I don't want to get his name wrong. Chance Perdomo, who played Andre, passed away in a motorcycle accident. 23, I believe he was. Chihuahua security, right, girl, right? The kid was looking forward to Inside Out too. I am. I love the movie Inside Out. When my oldest was little, she dressed up as Disgust from Inside Out for Halloween. It was the cutest freaking thing because she was in preschool. So we painted her face green and she wore a green wig and I made her little dress and like all the stuff. And she would be like, ugh, broccoli. And then she would do the face. It was the cutest. Imagine this face as a little girl going, ugh, broccoli.
The girls know not to touch any of our display items.
No, they don't really care about
They
it.
know better, but yeah, they don't care. Hoist Gracie's the founder of your school. That's cool.
Yeah, no, we watched it, Anika. We watched it. Annika? Anika. Annika. Which one?
Nope, we're not gonna watch. No plans for Fallout. No plans for Fallout.
No. Oh, 27. Thank you, Candy. He was 27. My bad. Mark! Good night. I have to wake up 5 a.m. tomorrow. It's already 1 a.m. Gotta get... Oh. Got something to dream about waiting for me. Shut up, Mark. Hey, it's your 5th super on a live stream. Thank you so much, Mark. You're hilarious. Steve will be teaching those kids how to crowd the plate. Crouch the plate? Crowd the plate.
Crowd the plate?
Crowd the plate.
I would watch The Boys before watching Gen V, yeah.
Correct. Everyone at work has claimed different emotions of the stand for when they tear it down. Wait, what?
There's a pinned comment about Planet of the Apes, if you want to go read that, so we don't have to talk about it.
I'm talking about it.
Yeah.
That wasn't meant for a question mark. It's fine. That's what. Oh yeah, crowd.
Well, the oldest is a slapper, so she kind of has to.
Do you still pancakes and ketchup?
Ew.
Whoever said that? Ew.
It's definitely not us.
Eggs and ketchup, not pancakes.
That sounds gross.
I have not watched Orange is the New Black. I hear good. I hear good things about that show though. Yep. Is that Megan?
No.
I don't think so. Going to be busy summer. Yeah, hot D, girl. Hot D. Gotta get some hot D in the summer. Yeah, pancakes and ketchup. Yeah. Work at movie theater and we get standing. Oh! Oh my god. That would be so cute. To have the cutouts, but also, what would you do with them? I wouldn't have room for that. That'd be dope. To have all the movie posters, that would be dope. Same, Paul. I need to watch a recap.
I remember exactly how it ended.
Well, I need to rewatch. I know the dragons. I know that part. Hey, pineapple on pizza is delicious. Yep, gotta get that hot D all summer long.
We just keep our services active because
that is a business expense.
Yeah, we just keep it going.
Yeah, I'm not
Just ignore
gonna
it. Don't even
that.
bother.
Yeah, no means no.
We're not gonna go down that road.
No means no. Do you think they should do a prequel of when Jax's kids grow up? Probably not. I think just leave those kids alone.
A sequel? It'd be a sequel, technically.
Sequel.
That'd be interesting.
What was the last film caught in theaters? Endgame?
No.
Super Mario Brothers.
Probably.
Green beans with ketchup. I could totally see that. Yes, I've seen all the Deadpool movies. Any interest on Scream 7 with Neve Campbell returning? She is. I'm kind of done with the Scream movies at this point. There's too many Scream movies now.
I liked the last one. It's on a lot. I watch it. Civil War is the best movie this year. Interesting.
What do you guys really want to cover?
What does that mean?
I think, what do we really want to watch?
What we're watching?
I don't know. I'm not calling it the rebranded name.
Would Civil War create a controversial reaction?
I don't know what it is about Jenna Ortega. She doesn't do it for me. I don't know. Maybe I haven't seen her in something amazing, but I don't know. Oh, that would be cool, JC. Civil War is more about journalism. Whoa.
The best Wednesday?
No.
Not even close.
No. Sorry, I disagree.
Not even close.
Everybody's entitled to their opinion. That's your opinion. My opinion is no.
I watched one episode to know that she wasn't the best Wednesday.
No, I think the chick that played Casper, what was her name? Was a really good Wednesday.
A vlog channel? No. I don't have time for that.
Yeah.
Life needs to be personal. Everything can't be work.
There you go.
took
Christina Ricci.
We took the kids to Magic Mountain and it was like, oh. Like we could vlog a trip, and it's like I need to have fun and not worry about filming content and getting the right shot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there you go, Candy. The original Wednesday from the original TV show. She was pretty freaking awesome.
The first content I ever made on YouTube was vlog content, and it was a grind.
It was hard, yeah. But I mean, what I do appreciate about your vlogs is that it wasn't like, go back and re-walk through there. It's like, you missed a shot, Tough. But we did a lot of like working out stuff.
Yeah. Because that was kind of our day to day.
Timothy Creme Brulee. Oh my god.
Like if we were to do this full time, the type of content I would like to make is to like schedule an event to like film our experience. Like if we went axe throwing, like that's something we would book for work and we would like have fun with that. But like doing like a daily vlog, no, that would never happen.
And definitely not putting the children on the internet.
No.
Not exploiting my children. You know what'd be really fun is if we like did that and then like it was like an interview while we did stuff with like a random person or like a viewer or subscriber.
Who would be interviewing who?
Either way. Getting to know someone while we do axe throwing. Paul, make you nervous. Me nervous. I'm so terrified that I would like
Most escape rooms don't let you film.
Yeah, they don't do that.
I don't think we're big enough to get that exception.
Yeah. We've done about like 20 escape rooms. Highly recommend, by the way. If you are in or around Los Angeles, Escape Hotel Hollywood, I think it is. Highly recommend. Terrifying. Absolutely terrifying.
Mooster,
Big name reactor. You stop it right now.
That's funny. I actually thought about attempting, like I wanted to interview, I actually reached out because one of the actors in Black Sails followed us on Twitter. I reached out to see if like doing an interview for the Wrap Party would be great. Yeah. Like I thought about like reaching out to Juice to see if he would, because that's something I used to do at my old work. Is I used to interview people. I used to interview UFC fighters mostly. So like that's something I could definitely do and would be fun. It's just it's a matter of time and schedule, and I just don't have I don't have that right now, and trying to like even trying to do things with Nerd Chronic with the reaction space is impossible.
That took months.
Well, no,
What's up,
like he's
Edwin?
still asking me to do things. Like they always have stuff going on, and I just can't commit to it because I don't have time.
Yeah, I would love to do conventions. We were supposed to do TwitchCon in 2020, but obviously we know what happened in 2020.
Black Sails is my most underrated show of all time.
Paul, I freaking loved that voice message from Charlie. It was fantastic.
Oh yeah, it was cool. People think it was fake.
Oh my god.
Those people are assholes.
Oh, I loved it so much.
Oh, that's AI. Like, no, it's not. Shut up, hater.
And your favorite experiences, honestly, like it makes me sad that like, you know, Twitch kind of was like, okay, bye to us. Hi, Robert. But yeah, I would love to go to a convention and hang out with y'all.
Doing a sticker con would be fun.
That would be fun.
But again, time.
Yeah.
It's just, we would have to like get our kids sent somewhere.
Yeah, just not bringing the children.
Yeah, it would just
Not
be
doing that.
too hard.
Any new TV shows in the not gonna tell ya.
Yeah, maybe next week.
I think there's YouTube Creator Con coming up soon. Is it VidCon? Oh my god, escape rooms are so fun. I haven't done one in so long. -1 or Oppenheimer? No, none. Both of those. I know, Candy. One of these days. We always say that. We never do anything about it.
Again, it was just time.
From the Philippines. Hi,
The
Claude.
reason we were going to go to TwitchCon is because we were Twitch partners and we would have been able to like reserve an area for our
A
community
booth or something.
Basically for our community to come hang out with us. Like they're not going to do that for us at VidCon. We're a tiny fish in a massive, in the friggin' ocean. We're a tadpole in the ocean in the YouTube space. So we wouldn't get that kind of, I don't know. Never expect a business to be sentimental.
Yeah. No.
It's
Well, when you have so many people on the app.
when your business is driven by streamers, especially streamers that are in like the top 10% of your platform, you should have a little bit more care, considering that they treat their top 0.01% streamers like shit. They just don't care.
Yeah.
That makes them a bad company. That makes it bad business. And it shouldn't be that way. Twitch always promotes and pushes itself as a community driven type of platform. You got to treat your streamers better. You just have to.
Flashpoint, thank you for the 5. Thanks for the down to earth streams reactions. Yours, only a few other channels have helped me after losing. Aww. Sorry, Flashpoint. You get some purple hearts in the chat for Flashpoint. Okay.
Oh, Uba.
No, I think that was Finny. No, that's George.
He's clawing at the door.
Oh, Candy, what's his name? Shout him out, girl.
Unless you don't want to.
And yeah, unless you don't want to, in which case that's perfectly fine as well.
Aaron. Coming to our house to do house cleaning while we go on vacation would be TwitchCon.
Glorious.
This fight's gonna be explosive.
Yeah. Thanks for all the purple hearts, y'all.
I just can't get down with supporting Twitch on anything anymore. They don't know what they're doing
Did you
anymore.
hear him out there?
Yeah.
What's up, Sly?
Yeah, sorry, Flashpoint.
Okay. Dude, you need to move. Thank you.
We're gonna have a show pool for the show replacing Peaky Blinders soon.
Hi. You wanna come in? Yeah, hi, baby. Come on in.
He's like, why aren't you in bed, Mom?
Honestly.
He's the chatterbox in the family.
Oh, he wants cauliflower ear? Yikes. Come here, George. George.
John Jones ain't fighting anytime soon.
Crazy how fast. I feel like we don't go through shows very fast. I feel like we go so slow. I feel bad.
Well, considering the way people ask for stuff,
That's my foot, bud.
it's like we go way too slow.
George. Georgie, that's my foot. He's
But-
literally sniffing my foot.
Well, that's the thing about Twitch. They promote themselves, or they did, as a company that was all about community. And when that's your primary focus is building community,
He's just sniffing my foot right now. He's being a weirdo.
but then shitting all over people when it's time to like re-up their contract or change something, it's like you can't say that you're all about community and then just let a whole community disappear.
Word.
It's like the NFL when they're like, oh, we're all about safety, but then they like allow certain things to play out.
We did go through less than a year?
It was about, yeah, it was like 8 months, I think.
Hey, Bubba's. Come here. George.
We haven't seen Succession now.
Georgie. Oh, he's gonna be a brat now.
Alex Pereira is fucking scary looking, dude.
He's with the colorful
Yeah.
shorts. I like those shorts, honestly.
He's the champion.
Mm-hmm. That's true, Paul.
It's like I would never
Aaron.
I would never expect that type of response from YouTube because of how big YouTube is. Twitch is not, well, especially 5 years ago, Twitch isn't a big thing. Like obviously it's owned by Amazon, but again, they try to sell themselves as like this mom and pop shop where building community is the key, and they have easy access and you can communicate easy to people at Twitch, and they're supposed to be available and they're supposed to care about their streamers, and they don't give a fuck. I wouldn't if I sent that type of email to like YouTube being I want this, I wouldn't even expect a response.
Come here. George.
Like it's just the way Twitch promotes it or promoted it. I don't know if it still does because I don't pay attention to them because they suck. The way Twitch was promoting themselves didn't line up with how they actually managed their streamers.
What is that? Are you actually ready to watch this finally? Or are you gonna cry like, wait, what?
What are you talking about?
Please
Oh,
don't
shit.
be a spoiler.
Oh shit, he's out. That was very violent. Dang.
YouTube has tried to be too. They're kid friendly, but they're not kid friendly. Like they'll let people exploit children on the app, but then turn off the comments. I don't know. It's weird.
YouTube, everything that they do, everything on YouTube is all for advertisers.
Yeah.
Because they want to protect advertisements and
Yeah.
and advertising companies, which is why they try to like crack down on the language and the violence and certain other things. Oh, you don't get a black belt for knocking a dude out. That's so stupid.
You're not even tying it correctly. We had a showing of UFC 300 at the theater. That's awesome, team. Georgie. Come here, bub. What's up, clowns? Honestly, Mooster, I think that really like put it on the map for me of like, I guess I just didn't ever pay attention to family channels. And that really like opened my eyes of like fake shit and what these people are doing to their kids to make money. So, I mean, I can thank Philip DeFranco for really like busting that whole thing open.
Ooh, his eyes rolled into the back of his head. Holy shit.
He was out. Good night. At least he didn't fall on his leg. You know how they fall on their leg and then they possibly tear something in their knee? Did you watch... Wait, Twilight? When they got rid of the dislike... I don't really care about the dislike count.
The only thing about the dislike video is that like having it public to see. So for example, if I was looking for I need to know how to create a YouTube thumbnail. If you saw a video that had like way more dislikes than likes, you would know that it's not a good video for what you're looking for.
Oh.
So it almost hides certain things about like credibility when it comes to videos.
Yeah, like a review. When Cobra Kai 6 comes out, are you guys going to like it or hate it? I don't know. I haven't seen it yet.
Patterson, New Jersey.
Absolutely, Paul. I still watch all the body cam footage.
That's right next to where my family is from.
A Twilight reaction. Oh my god. I've seen all the Twilight movies. I read all the Twilight books.
I watched them all with you. That was part of our wedding vows.
I was obsessed. I was a twihard. Georgie,
Where'd
come
he go?
here, Bubba. You wanted to be in this room so bad. Well, you're in here. Now come here. Come here, bub. Georgie boy. You want to come lay on the chair? Come here. Georgie, come here.
Yeah, we've seen Friday Night Lights.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, Ironclad was very good.
I'm probably not going to go see Phantom Menace in the theater now.
I know. Georgie, come on, bud. Come here, boy. Georgie.
I mean, The Mist is probably our most disliked video on the whole channel.
Georgie. Come here, boy. George. Defiance. He's like a teenager now.
Yeah, we talked about Fallout. We have no plans for it currently.
Come here, Bubba. George. Come here, baby. Oh, God. We got another baby at the door. I heard The Mist was a quality movie. Oh, my God. What are you doing?
It's probably my least, like, honestly, it's probably my least favorite movie of all time.
Who's next? First?
Hi, Uba. Uba.
Oh, hi there, bud. Come here, bud. Uba.
It has an unintentionally funny ending.
Come here, Uba. Come up here, bud. No one listens to me. Come here, Uba. Where is he now? Sir. Come here. Uba. Uba. Come here, fat boy. God. Oh my god. Okay.
Our cats listen, for the most part.
Look at her face. Look at that face. Look at him. So cute. Look at that baby. Oh, thank you for the kisses, boy. Thank you for the kisses.
Yeah, it's way worse than Disney Star Wars.
Here, over here. Thank you so much. Hi, Bubba. Trying to put your butt on the desk. Thank you so much. And then you're gonna clean yourself. Fantastic. Oh, Five Nights at Freddy was bad. He's taste testing you really. No, I never watched any of the. I tried to watch The Office like a couple of times. I just never got into it.
I'm weird with comedies. Like, I don't laugh at most of the stuff that people think is funny. The Mist versus Solo. I'll watch Solo 100 times out of 100. I have a. You can leave those comments up. It's fine. I do have a letterbox. I just don't really. I'm not a review writer.
Yeah. Okay, now you can hide
No,
them.
it's fine. It doesn't matter. Just leave it. It's okay. There's no reason to be sensitive about it.
Well, no, but if they're gonna be naughty about it,
It's fine. Let them be. The chat will take care of it.
if you start reacting to a show and dislike it, do you continue?
Yes. We finish the season and then won't keep going.
Well, it depends on if we've posted the video or not.
Oh, well,
If we start a show and we're like, I don't like this, then we won't do it. But if we've already started it,
the
yes,
only
we
time we've ever posted a reaction and didn't finish the show was Secret Invasion.
Oh, the Marvel thing.
Yeah. We posted episode 1 and then was like, I don't want to keep watching this show.
I think it's on our list.
The Bear is definitely on our list.
Yeah. That's the one, yeah.
That's the only show in the thousands of videos that we posted that we didn't finish the season.
Greetings from Poland. Hello. Hi, Peter. Thank you for the support sticker. Thank you so much.
But we'll generally, if we post reactions, we'll try to get through the season. And if we're just not into it anymore, like The Witcher or Fear the Walking Dead, we'll just stop because we're not going to keep forcing things that we don't want to watch or aren't into.
Yeah. Watching from Mexico. Hello. Or hola.
What's he doing?
Oh my god, I loved the Rick and Michonne spinoff. It was really good.
No, we're not doing we've announced it a bunch that we're not doing season 3 of Witcher.
Yeah.
We've been done with that.
Have we ever watched something, one episode, and we're like, nah?
Off and never posted the video?
Yeah.
No. We've never done that. What is he doing?
Good night,
Don't let
Chantal.
him jump up here.
Boy. Come here, boy. Ubo.
Well, I saw the big twist in Secret Invasion, and I thought it was the worst story that I've ever seen ever.
Hi, boy. Hi.
Hey, bud.
Hello. 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 Good boy. Thanks.
Cool and fresh. We try.
You're just such a good boy. Ooba dooba doo. Don't tell him to do it. Ooba. Ooba. You just a good boy. Yes, you are.
Blind Wave's awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, I watched the teaser for the second one. I thought it was pretty lackluster. I have zero interest in that movie, to be honest.
There's just cat hair everywhere. Remember when Uba used to sit on my lap while we did reactions? And then he just got like so loud with his sinuses, we just couldn't.
Is it a hot take that Joaquin Phoenix is last on my list of Jokers?
Aaron. Oh, thanks, Ting. It's nice to be added to that category.
He's so loud. I'll take
Jared Leto was the worst?
I'll take Jared Leto over.
I liked him, yeah. Scariest movie we ever watched? What was the one with the red and black character in the background of the guy? Was that Insidious?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Insidious, I think. The best Joker was Heath Ledger.
Not even close.
Yeah, he was so good.
And obviously Mark Hamill's animated Joker was awesome. I've never been a huge fan of Joaquin Phoenix, so I really just don't like his Joker at all.
I loved Birdemic. It was the worst, best, terrible, greatest, awful, amazing movie.
Dude, Jack was a great Joker. What do you mean?
Oh, Jack Nicholson was amazing.
I don't have any time for video games right now, unfortunately.
Are you planning more reactions from A24? Whatever comes up, I don't like look at the studio like who did this and let's watch more of this. Just whatever comes up, and it just happens to be, you know, whoever makes it.
I mean, Joaquin Phoenix in Gladiator is probably, well, not probably, easily my favorite role that he's ever been in. Like,
you have so much
without question.
fur right now, mister. You're shedding everywhere, bud. I think Margot Robbie is an amazing Harley Quinn. Iron Claw was really good. The music in Sinister was...
The actor that plays Reacher may play new Batman. We have Batman. We don't need another Batman. We have Batman.
Gosh. I love you, bud. See, Georgie, you're missing out. You could have been being petted right now.
Society of the Snow is full dub, right? It's not likely that we're gonna go there, but it's possible maybe one day.
Ow. Yes, I would like to watch the sequel to Birdemic. You think the superhero genre is getting old? Not when they do it like The Boys.
I'm a little. I've got major MCU fatigue right now.
Did he decide you taste good? Yes.
Dude, Max Holloway looked amazing today.
That's all ooba-dooba-doo. We're waiting for the YouTube vid.
For what?
Dune 2.
It's not even available yet.
It Styles, that was such a sad moment when Opie.
Yeah, we're gonna watch Dune next week.
Yeah.
It's already scheduled for movie night next week.
Ooba, you crack me up, bud. Ooba dooba doo. He's just such a good boy. What was more emotional, Opie or Jax? I think I cried more for Opie because I don't know, like
Just the build.
yeah.
It felt.
Jax did it to himself. Opie didn't.
And just watching Jax and the guys behind the glass made it more emotional. They're doing a new Blair Witch movie. Why?
Honestly.
Ready to say goodnight? UFC's done.
No, ba-doo. Ready to go night-night, bud. Aw, Candy.
Dune 1 is still your favorite Star Wars movie? It's definitely top 5 Star Wars movie, for sure. Definitely. Just again, you guys have any suggestions for movies or shows, you got to do it in the Discord. We don't take notes during live streams. Discord's free. It takes a minute to get used to, but it's just an app and you could find stuff and
It's an app and a website.
yeah. So just jump in there. You could suggest stuff. You could vote stuff up. You could find out what we're not interested in. We have lists of stuff that we aren't going to be watching. So yeah, keep that in mind. Discord is the best place to be when it comes to updates and schedules and alerts to when content is posted. So come join us. It's the best place to be if you want to interact with the community.
Thank you for the kissy, bud. Thank you for the kisses. Ooba-doo-ba-doo. Is blacklist on your blacklist?
There's a bunch of stuff on our blacklist.
Hey, Green.
Yeah, there is a lot going on the channel, but Discord made it so that you could pick and choose what you want to see and what you don't want to see. You could actually check the boxes of the stuff you're interested in and ignore everything else that you're not interested in.
Yeah, Uba is a groomer.
So if you got suggestions, it's probably been suggested and it's probably either been put in the interested or not interested category. So it's also good to know so you don't have to ask and wait for us to see it, because we don't see everything, obviously.
I missed last week. It jumped in only when Nikki was yelling. I know. I still feel bad about it, Jen. I still feel bad about losing my cool. Good night, JC. Hughes is such a good boy. Ooba dooba doo.
We've seen Joker 2019.
Uba.
I don't like that movie as a Joker movie.
Hughes is such a good boy.
I think it's a bad Joker movie.
Look at him. He's looking at you.
Oh, he's not. He's like dazed.
Dad. He's looking, Dad. I want to hang out with my dad.
That's on my hot list. My hot take list.
You're beautiful. Oh, you're so beautiful. You're so pretty, boy. Who's the goodest boy? It's a Uba. 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 Uba.
It's a great movie. It's just a really poor Joker movie. That's not what Joker is. I'm sorry.
I love Peaky. I'm so glad we're watching it also. It's good stuff. You gotta move? You need to just doing something else? Anyways. And with that...
Yeah, Uba's the one who had hip surgery.
Yes, Uba is Ivar the Boneless, technically. He's hipless. So, it's been... a year? It was 2022?
For what?
For his surgery?
I don't know. I'm not good at timelines.
It's been a year since he had his surgery, where they removed bones that were broken.
So like, this is the hip socket. The whole circle is gone.
The whole.
So he just has like bone going into like muscle now.
Yeah.
But it's crazy.
What's that, Myers?
The muscle just forms around the remaining bone that's in his hip, and it just...
And he's fine. He jumps and runs and...
It's pretty wild.
Does all the things that a good boy Uba does. Oh, boy.
Still runs around like a maniac. It's pretty
Look at
cool.
him. Oh, he's like, you're not talking about me.
Slow blink for the chat.
Oh, what a good boy. Oh, that's a good boy right
Look at
there.
that face.
That's a good boy right there. Anyways, thank you guys so much for being here, for hanging out with us while we talk about Sons of Anarchy. Styles, love your guys' content. Wish you could afford more to give them poor Canadian. You don't have to give us anything. Thank you so much. Thank you for just watching. Even if you didn't say a word, thank you so much for being here and
Appreciate that, Styles.
being a part of the conversation with the Wrap Party of Sons of Anarchy. Freaking love that show. There you go, JC. That's what it was. Thank you guys for all of the support, all of the contributions. And while we ramble on and all that stuff and all of the kitty interferences this evening.
That's the fun part about not doing a reaction. We could bring the cats in
Cats.
and
Yeah, but thanks you guys. We'll see you next weekend for the next movie. Keep an eye out on the community tab for updates and votes, and then join the Discord to make suggestions and also chat and find out the schedule. And we'll see you guys next weekend. Love you. Bye.